What's going on, people, and welcome back to another Premier League predictions. Bit of a shorter one this week, but we have still got some games going. So, game week 32, let's get into it. First up, tomorrow night it starts, 8 o'clock kickoff. We've got Arsenal versus Southampton. Now, Arsenal in the last couple of weeks, they've not lost games, but they've dropped 2 games that could have been 6 points for them. First one at Liverpool. And then, obviously, letting themselves down, I think, against West Ham. At least they didn't lose the game, but I do think that they've put themselves in trouble now with City. It's going to be interesting to see, but it makes this game tomorrow night a must-win for Arsenal. Anything less, I think, you might as well just go and carry the cup or the trophy to City. Prediction-wise, I've gone 3-1 Arsenal. I think they need to bounce back. Southampton, bottom of the league. I think Arsenal will have too much at home for them, but the pressure can do crazy things. So we'll have to see. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. Going into Saturday's games then, 12:30 kickoff, we've got Fulham versus Leeds United. I've gone for a 2-0 home win to Fulham in this one. Leeds have shipped too many goals. What is it, like 10 goals in 2 games? That is a joke. I like Leeds, but they can't defend to save their lives. I think this new manager that's come in just doesn't look like he has a clue of what he's doing. The players look disinterested. The defenders look like they're not defenders. I like some of their youngsters and the attacking players they've got, but it's clearly not enough to get them through games, and I worry for them. So I'm going to go with Fulham, 2-0 home win. Brentford versus Aston Villa to start the 3 o'clock kickoffs. I've gone with a draw in this one for them to cancel each other out, and I've gone 2-2. And Villa have just popped out of nowhere in the recent months. I think they're in 6th place at the moment. That's crazy. They could potentially be in the Europa League come the end of the season. And how they started the season, I don't think anyone would have guessed that. And Brentford themselves fighting for position for that Europa League spot as well. This could be a very exciting game, and I think it will be. And I think there'll be a few goals, so I'm going to go 2-2. Crystal Palace versus Everton. I've gone with a 1-0 home win in Palace to this. When Hodgson took back over from Vieira, I thought it was a joke. But you've got to give the man credit. They've been unbeaten, I believe. And they're throwing goals in. You can't stop them scoring at the moment. And they're doing this without Zaha as well. And I think it's very impressive. Eze's finally getting consistent minutes. Elise is always causing trouble and problems. If they can get a striker, with the amount of goals they've been scoring anyway, if they can get an actual striker, they could be a fantastic team. And they're still young, getting to know each other and getting that chemistry built up and gelling. So I think next season they could be even better. But I fancy them against Dyche and Everton in this one. At home, I'm going to go 1-0 Palace. Leicester versus Wolves. I've gone with a 2-0 away win to Wolves in this one. Big fan of that Nunes that got brought there recently. And I feel like Lopetegui has turned it around since he's been there. I still think that they could score more goals and be a bit more convincing. But I think defensively they're quite good and they're hard to break down at times. Leicester being at home for this one could favour them, but I feel like Wolves have a bit more about them at the moment. I think Leicester rely heavily on Maddison, and when he's not at it, they're not as a team. And yeah, I just can't see them winning this one. But they might because they're at home, but I'm going to go 2-0 away to Wolves. Liverpool versus Forest for the last Saturday game. I've gone with a 3-0 home win to Liverpool in this one. I just think Liverpool are starting to turn it now, getting a bit of form. Obviously, I watched them against Leeds the other night, and they embarrassed Leeds a bit late in the season. And Klopp will have liked it months ago for them to start hitting form, but got to hit it at some point, and I fancy them against Forest in this one. So I'm going to go at home at Anfield, 3-0 Liverpool. And Sunday, to finish off the game week, both 2 o'clock kickoffs, we've got Bournemouth versus West Ham. I'm going with a home win in this one to Bournemouth, 2-0. I think Gary O'Neill is finally starting to get results and a bit of luck that he weren't getting before. And I think Bournemouth, they play decent football as well. They're not boring to watch. They play progressive, exciting football at times. And I fancy them against West Ham in this one, who are struggling this season. And they've got Europa League football to worry about. So I think the legs will play into it as well. And the fitness. I fancy Bournemouth 2-0. Newcastle versus Tottenham then to finish off this game week. I'm going for a home win in this one to Newcastle. Narrow one at that, but I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Tottenham 1. Tottenham might get a penalty or just score, but I think with the crowd behind them, we're getting near the end of the season. They're fighting and desperate to get that Champions League spot, and they're going to want 2nd or 3rd place, and they're challenging United for that 3rd and 4th spot. They obviously want to finish 3rd if they can. I think they'll narrow it out and edge it against Tottenham. So I'm going to go a 2-1 home win to Newcastle in that one. So that is it for this game week Premier League predictions, guys. Let me know yours in the comments. It's always good to get your guys' views and have a chat with you in the comments. Everyone's welcome here, no matter what team you support. To keep it respectful in the comments. And yeah, I love having a chat with you in there. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And enjoy the football coming up this weekend, guys. It starts tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Arsenal pushing for that trophy against Southampton. Tune in, and I'll speak to you guys soon.